Hey guys, welcome once again to Gosu Tekken TV. I'm ldmaxi, David, or ldmaxi, and here is Fergus with us once again.
Hi. Thanks for having me on the show again.
Yeah, again. we have this thing where we keep recording an episode and then it messes up and we have to start over.
Again,
yeah.
Again from the previous episode
anyway. Yeah. But at least now we're good to go. Cool.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Okay, so a bit of deja vu here for us, but tell us a bit about your recent adventures in France.
Yeah, so that was the mix-up in Lyon, which was a Master Tekken tour, and for me personally, I got 17th. I lost to Kokuma, which everyone knows, Nitro Storm, Italian Nina player, who's very strong. I've all respect for him, and but as happy as I am at 17th, in correspondence to how stacked the tournament was, I'm a competitor in Tekken Tour, so I need like more points and as much points as I can get. So after the mix-up, I definitely need to reach out and get more points in future tournaments.
Yeah, because you're just at the 20th mark, right?
I'm literally right at the age, so I need that one tiny bit more push to get back in.
Yeah,
and stay alive. That's the main thing. Stay alive till the end.
Yeah. Come on, man! You can do it. You have to get in there.
Like I've been in there for most of the time throughout the season, but then literally right now I just dropped out of it, so I need to get back in before the season finishes.
Yeah, this is the most kind of like the most nerve-wracking and interesting part I think of the season. Like when you know someone that is right there at the edge and they're like fighting to get in.
Yeah, and you have a few people flipping places. Just barely hanging on.
Crazy.
Like the top 10, 15 are like pretty much safe.
Yeah.
And it's like after that, everyone's like fighting first, like proper.
Yeah, and we were talking a bit about that you're gonna play in the online tournaments now, and how much you're looking forward to that.
Oh,
right.
Yeah, there's a online Tekken World Tour coming up. I believe it's the 29th. So it's gonna be. Last year, there was 3 platforms you could take part in. There was PC, Xbox, and PS4. This year, it's just PS4.
Yeah.
And it's split into 2. So European West and European East for us anyway, for our region anyway. And so obviously
I thought we tore down that wall a long time ago. Now we're there again, East and West.
Well, I'd much rather fight, like British people and so on than like Polish or Russians, etc. No offense.
Yeah.
But,
so how do you think you'll do? Like, are you confident you'll do well?
Not really. I mean, online versus 2, it's literally the scariest thing ever. So,
yeah.
I just hope the connections are going to be good. There'll be no like disconnections or stuff like that from anyone, because online tournaments can be really awkward.
Yeah, you better pray to the internet gods.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, I have to play it cheap. Low launcher. -10 into duck, that kind of stuff, man. Yeah, I have to do it.
Have you even considered playing another character for this?
Oh no, I'll stay at the Alska. I think she's abusable enough online anyway, so
yeah.
So I'll stay with her. I mean, she has a low launcher, so I can abuse that if I need to.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and season 2. Tell us again.
She knows how to anyway, but it's a bit better now.
Mm-hmm.
And but I just don't like that there's so much points put into this, because last year the person who won it all got 150 points, but then he didn't travel anywhere else.
Yeah.
And just sat on 150. And it's just like waste,
Wow, you wish you had those points.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, I got second, so I definitely wish I had.
Who was that? Well, what's his name?
Oh, he's really strong. He's Dragonfly. He goes by a few names. Giganta Tiger, Dragonfly, or Eddie. He's really strong.
Okay.
But I felt like those points kind of went to waste, because he didn't go anywhere else or pursue it,
Yeah, I understand.
So I feel like there should be less points for online than there would, because the points for online and the challenger events are the same. So in my opinion, there should be less points for online.
I guess they're kind of trying to promote people to play online as well, like or give the online players a chance to
Yeah, that's fair enough. I mean, for most of these players that wouldn't travel, like maybe money or expenses or whatever reasons, right? But they get some points, but then they don't go anywhere else. then it's just kind of mute. It's just kind of like wasted points for other players actually competing in the circuit. So,
Yeah.
so kind of mixed a bit on the online technical tours, to be honest.
And with season 2, we also got Anna back.
We do, yes. Yeah, I'm really happy for her. Like I was hyping her up before the season came out, and I'm doing like some content for her. I've been streaming her ever since. And, so I'm happy she's back. That my character's got really strong. She got amazing buffs. Like I woke up, saw the patch notes, and I was like, "This can't be real." Like,
Too good.
This must be a typo, but it's not a typo.
It's a real. Good typo. Really good typo.
It's like Christmas morning for me.
Christmas came early.
Exactly. Yeah, and then there's 3 unannounced characters left. So I think that might be Marduk, Julia, and a new character. I think someone from the Tekken Mobile game, because there's 2 or 3 new characters in Tekken Mobile that aren't like just brand new characters. So I think it'd be those 3. And then there's Negan, which was a surprise to everyone, I think.
Yeah.
For me, I love it because I'm actually a huge fan of the franchise. I got the comics, the games, the series. Yeah. So I'm delighted for Negan. I'll definitely use them.
Yeah, it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be cool. So let's watch some Anna.
Sure. Yeah.
So I'm gonna share my screen here, and
sure.
And we're gonna watch. Yeah, you tell us, what are we watching?
So basically, this is Fran. He's a Korean Anna player. In my opinion, he's the best Anna in the world. He went on a hiatus during Tekken 7 because like he has a lot of love for his character. So he wasn't no Anna in the game. He wasn't going to play it much. So with the release of Anna recently, he's been streaming ever since. Because he actually came into my chat before Anna came out. He came to my chat a few times. Just having talk, and I didn't even know it was him because I was actually a huge fan of him in Taito. I didn't even know it was him, and then he just said one day, "I am Fran from Korea," and his English is really good. It's like more or less fluent.
Mm-hmm.
I was starstruck. I was like, "Oh, it's you!" I watch your videos. I watch your matches, and I told him that you should stream when Anna comes out. You should stream, and he said he will do it. He will do it. And then I told him that you should make a Twitter account because having a Twitter account in this day and age, is pretty important, I think.
I'm kind of guilty of that as well. I have a Twitter account, but I never use it. It feels like such an American thing for some reason. I never like seen the why.
Well, I mean, it's a bit more global now. I think it's the fastest way to get news spread out or content.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah, I noticed that when I was like, I'm like, yeah, let's. What is the whole Twitter thing about? And I'm like, whoa, you can really like connect with people here.
Exactly. Yeah, it's the fastest way to get anything spread, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So I told him to make a Twitter account, and he did that. And he comes into my chat a lot now, and like we kind of become a little bit friends, I think. But yeah, I mean, I watch his stream like whenever he's online. So I saw some of this Emperor deathmatch he had with ImYourFather, who won the strongest leagues in the world, I think. Yeah. And he just got Tekken Lord for this deathmatch. So these are like the last 3 matches of it.
Okay. And before we start watching, I'm gonna follow this guy. There we go.
Sure. There you go.
Okay, so let's do it.
Okay, so like I said, this is Fran, that's Anna, and he's fighting ImYourFather. So it's gonna be because he got Emperor last night, I believe, and I don't know. This must be like daytime in Korea when I was asleep. So he got this Tekken Lord off ImYourFather.
Oh, right. Yeah. Exactly. This is so nostalgic for me because in Tag 1 I used to play so much against Anna when I was playing my one of my best friends. So seeing Anna again is very like old school for me.
Yeah, she feels really old school in this game for some reason, more so than ever.
Oh, really? Yeah, isn't it cool that she has so many of her old animations still there? Feels like it's the same character somehow.
Like at least she didn't change too much from Type 2. Like her Chaos Judgment mix-ups are stronger, but everything else is pretty much the same.
Mm-hmm.
I know she was really strong in Tekken 5 DR, I think. But in
wait,
Type 2,
was Anna in DR?
She was in DR. She was one of the stronger characters, I think, in that game.
Man, I can't remember that. That's crazy. Oh, yeah.
Maybe not
What?
many,
Really?
maybe not many people used her, but she was definitely quite strong in that game. I heard.
Okay. Wow, why
Um,
can't I remember that? That's crazy.
it's a while ago anyway.
Yeah, it is.
So basically, her through three standing punishment is really strong because she can hold back to go into chaos judgment, and he kind of interrupts the low or mid option out of it. So she basically gets a 50-50 on hit. Like he can't step the low option as well.
Okay,
So so
ex
that was a huge buff she got in this game. But the rest of her punishment's not so strong. Like she doesn't get a launcher until 16th frame. Her wall standing punishment's horrible. So I think that encourages the Annas to use her crouching mix up, as a substitute.
hmm Like he did right there.
Exactly. He blocked something instead of taking a punishment. He just took the mix up instead.
hmm Okay.
And she got a few new transitions in this game as well. Like one in particular, which is really strong, down 4-1 into holdback. So that leaves you, that's generic down 4.
Yeah.
And it leaves you in Chaos Judgment at +1. So it's a pretty good situation for Anna.
Yeah, that's her like spinning low kick, and then she can spin and cancel, right?
Yes, exactly. He does it quite often. I mean, every Anna does because it's so strong now.
hmm
And like,
Cool. Wow, this is just so fun to see Anna again. When I meet Harada in the finals, I'm definitely gonna thank him for this. This is awesome.
yeah, like I said,
And
I've been playing her pretty much constantly since she came out. Like I barely touched. I definitely played Anna a lot more than Asuka in this season so far.
why is the dude is watching us? What the hell?
Yeah, his camera's like behind him. Like he's
Oh,
like
okay.
reading. Yeah,
All right, he has the chat. It just looks so creepy.
yeah. He's a bit unique for a Korean streamer that his chat is actually mostly English because he's fluent and
Cool.
he communicates with chat as well. So it's a bit unique for a Korean streamer, I think.
That's awesome.
Like, so I think that's why he gets a lot of like English people watching him, like English speaking people watching him.
Yeah, man. So you have contact with him, right?
He comes in my chat, I come in his chat, and we talk on Twitter sometimes.
Okay.
Which is so weird for me because like I said, I used to watch this guy all the time inside too, and for him just coming to my chat, start talking away,
Yeah.
pretty cool, pretty humbling.
Yeah. Dude, invite him next time, and we can do like a 3-person episode.
With Fran.
Yeah.
I mean, if he's up for it.
Yeah. I'm sure he is. You know him better than I do. Just invite him over, see what happens.
I can ask him, yeah, if he wants to.
Yeah, let's do that. That'd be fun.
Mm. So the thing with Anna is her from crouching tempo to the unseeable lower launcher.
Yeah.
On some characters, it's really inconsistent. Thankfully, Lee's not one of those characters, but on
You
some
mean
characters,
because the juggle afterwards isn't consistent?
exactly, yeah. So it can drop on hit.
Ah.
So, but that's against maybe 10 characters in the game, I think, and the
Okay.
rest should be okay consistently.
Okay. Do you think
So
that's something they're gonna fix, or is that just a part of the deal?
I would hope they would fix it because she risks her life to go for this low and then for it to not work anyway. It's a bit disheartening,
Yeah.
And then he's going to do Ray Strike here. Just this.
Oh yeah, that's the one with the. Oh, that's another one. Okay.
Yeah, it's another one of those. Brian driving off Asuka's,
Mhm.
spike into follow up. So it really ups her damage.
Cool. So, okay. So this guy wasn't playing that much in Tekken 7 before Anna.
No, he played a little bit with Alisa, but not too much, because he was just waiting for this character to come out.
Mm-hmm.
He got her back, and he hasn't been stopped. I don't think he actually stopped playing since then.
Yeah, I can see that on his rank. It's crazy.
He got up there really quickly as well. Like I think he's actually really strong because in Taito he would go kind of toe to toe with Knee, Krudans, the big boys.
Wow. Imagine if we started seeing him at the Tekken World Tour.
Yeah, I hope he gets a sponsor. Like I think he would actually do really well.
It's crazy, like how all these monsters are just like popping out of It feels like they're popping out of nowhere, but he's been playing for probably like 10 years or something at least.
Like he said since Taekwondo, like, and
So that's like 15 then.
something like that, yes.
Yeah.
And he's really strong. Like, I think he'll do really well if he had the opportunity to come out.
What is he saving up money for? Anna manual. What does that mean?
It's a guide, like a written guide. He said he wants to do it in English as well,
Mm-hmm.
and like having the best player of a character, to do something like this, especially in English,
Yeah.
would be really good to have.
Yeah, of course.
Mm. So he's really good at making opponents respect the from crouching mix-up.
How does he do that?
He just keeps prevents them from pressing buttons by using Anna's down forward 1-2 to keep them in check, and then he does down forward, which is like the dash, but without the forward. So Anna remains in crouch.
Mm-hmm.
He does it quite a lot. So I'll point out next time he does it.
Yeah. So and people keep still because they're ready for the launcher.
Exactly. Yeah. So they keep still. It's like a deer in headlights kind of thing, and
Yeah.
you see the crouching, you freeze up, see like exactly like that,
Mm-hmm.
and then he takes the mix up here.
But his while standing launcher is very punishable, right?
It's -14, I believe. So it depends on what character you're against.
So Brian would be a bad.
Yeah, Brian would be bad. Shayu, Alisa, Paul, all those guys.
Yeah.
And he's just about to get the promo here. Her damage output's really high in this game because she gets like unscaled ender at the end of a combo.
This was kind of her like character style in Tag 1 as well. She had high damage,
I mean, that was always the character. She had like really high damage always.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's popping off screen. Second King.
Cool.
Yeah, and that's the end of it then. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Let's get him on. Let's get him on the show. Let's do that.
Sure. Yeah. I'll try and get him on next time if I can.
Yeah. I'm gonna turn off the share here.
Sure.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, that was awesome. Watching Anna in action again. That's really cool. Really cool.
I definitely want to see my Tekken tour for sure.
Do you? Like, do you want to play that guy?
I don't play him, but I want to see him beat up people.
Yeah. Okay. So clear the path before you.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. That's so cool. With every time there's like a new name, like
exactly.
New people coming in.
Like he's such a specialist of a character, so I think that's why. Because like you have the top guys picking the strong pocket characters, and then you see someone coming out with Anna, just a specialist, no one else, just Anna. I think it's kind of refreshing,
Yeah, and I'm just waiting for some like crazy guy to show up with Lei, because that character also is very unique and
from Japan maybe.
What's his name? Furumisu. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's. I actually ran into him at the arcade in Tokyo once.
Oh, really?
Yeah, very nice guy.
Yeah, he seems that he was playing Dragunov up to this point, I think.
Yeah, it was kind of funny. I just gotta tell the story because I was like, damn it, my Japanese really sucks. But I'm just gonna go for it and just gonna try just for fun. And it doesn't matter if I make a fool out of myself. So I just decided not to speak a single word of English, even though like I barely knew anything at all. So I tried like talking with other Japanese players, and they were like this is so weird. And Furumisu was like right behind me, next to me, and he was like trying to translate my broken Japanese into proper Japanese.
Help you out,
Yeah. So it didn't help much, but at least he tried. So it was
it's nice to try anyway.
Yeah. I met him at this. What's the name of that famous arcade that closed down in Tokyo?
Sugamo?
No. Joybox. Joy
Or
Box.
I haven't heard
Yeah,
this. No.
it used to be like one of the most like
The hotspots.
yeah, that was and I played what's his name? You?
Oh, the
Yeah.
flame fairy is.
Yeah. Uh, and like I think it was like the main area for the team No Respect.
I know it. Yeah, I know
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
I wouldn't be too good with
yeah.
Japanese, but I know no respect. I know no respect.
Yeah, it was really funny because they had like this toilet that was so small, like you could barely get into it. It was crazy.
Oh
And
God.
I remember I'm like, damn, this sucks. Like this is so small, like it hits your knees, and
Mm,
um,
sounds
and
fun.
then and then I figured out that there's like this huge toilet right next to it. So I had gone into like this tiny, tiny toilet.
Oh, for no reason.
Yeah, and I was like, damn, I felt so stupid. And then
Mm.
like a few years after that, I heard Aris on stream that he had been there, and actually he had gone into this tiny, tiny toilet. And like, can you imagine Aris in like this tiny, tiny
Yeah,
toilet?
yeah, I can.
And
Iris
he
would
and he had the exact same thing. So when he like barely got out, like you couldn't open the door if someone else had opened the door to the like main. It was
no,
ridiculous.
I can imagine it. Like,
Really, really fun memory.
that's mad.
Yeah,
And yeah, so that was Fran.
yeah. Have you ever thought of going to Japan?
I've never been to Asia ever, so but I'll be going to Singapore next month, so that'll be my first time in Asia. Japan specifically, I would like to go someday. I mean, I wouldn't not too crazy about going, but it'd be a bucket list thing, just I've been to Japan, tick off,
Yeah, man.
I'd definitely like to visit the arcades and the Namco headquarters as well, where they have like merch and art and all that on display. I definitely want to see that too.
Yeah, cool.
I believe
Yeah,
that's in Osaka.
were were you
Sorry.
thinking of going to the qualifiers, like the TWT event that was in Tokyo a few weeks ago?
Oh, Tokyo Master.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't approved to go, so I mean, I didn't apply for it as well. So maybe next year. Maybe next year.
What do you mean you weren't approved?
Oh, by the sponsor, I mean.
Oh, okay, okay. Oh, that's how it works. You kind of ask which ones you
Yeah,
can
yeah,
go to.
yeah. Kind of, yeah. But maybe next year. Maybe next year.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, definitely go to Tokyo. Osaka. You were talking about Osaka as well.
Yeah, and I believe the IESF qualifier, no, the IESF finals for this year is actually held in Taiwan. So there's a few Europeans going over there this year.
Oh, really?
Mm.
Cool.
From Switzerland, from Austria, from Portugal, I believe Italy as well, and I think a few other countries I'm missing from my head at the moment.
Cool, cool. Nice. Yeah, looking forward to watching all that online. I
Yeah,
wish I
yeah.
could go, but
Actually, a Swiss guy, Kira, he plays Eliza, and he qualified last year, and he went to the finals, and I think he got like third or fourth. He beat some really strong players on his way up. He beat
Mhm.
the likes of John Dane and all those guys. So
Wow,
he got pretty far distance
nice.
behind the player from Switzerland.
Wow, cool.
Mm.
It's gonna. I am kind of ashamed that I am from Europe, but I know more about like the American players and the Asian players. I think.
You should be more associated with them anyway.
Yeah, I gotta during the finals this year. I'm gonna try to talk with as many as possible.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, you're
Yeah,
going to Amsterdam, right?
yeah,
Oh, that's good.
definitely. Yeah,
Oh, cool, cool, cool.
and you're gonna be there in either case, right? Because there's
Yeah,
a
yeah.
qualifier.
Well, or not, I'll go anyway. I'll go anyway.
Yeah, cool. Is there any risk that the tickets will go out for the
I
uh,
couldn't tell you. I don't know anything about it. I'm afraid.
I would hate to go there and like not get let in, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I had some people asking the same thing as well. I don't know where you can actually buy them or anything.
Yeah, I
But
couldn't find it online, so I was like, okay, I gotta pay at the door, you know?
yeah, I think maybe just ask around or ask the organizers. I don't know myself, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm gonna send Harada another email.
Yeah.
See if he answers this one.
The other way around.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, man. Yeah. So let's take a break here.
Sure, sure.
Yeah. Any last words to the audience?
I think that's it. I mean, the usual. Thanks for following me on my stream. Thanks to UYU, and
Yeah.
check out my Twitter, my tweet, my stream, and all that. Thanks.
Yeah, and thanks for coming on the show. It's always
No
a pleasure.
Thanks, man. You
Cool.
too. Thanks for having me.
Okay, guys, take care. And I was gonna say something, I forgot. Oh yeah, if you wanna join our Tekken community, our Facebook group, you can follow the link, gosutekken.com. That's it. Okay, guys, take care. Bye bye.